Hey fam, how's it going? Yes, I'm back. The lab has been organized and now I can work more efficiently. So anyways, I've missed all of you while I was gone. I hope you missed me too. And in today's video, we have something very crafty. And I like to call this deck Darklight Crystal Beast Control. Let's go. So for the skill card, we have Consumed by Darkness. And then for the monster lineup, we have 3 Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, 3 Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger, and 3 DD Warrior Lady. And then for the trap lineup, yes, we're playing traps, full house traps. We have 3 Darklight, 3 Crystal Conclave, 2 Wall of Disruption, and 2 Dust Tornado, and 1 Zoma the Spirit. But wait fam, I've got a side deck right here for you. So for the side, we're playing 1 Looking into the Future, 1 Offerings to the Doomed, 1 Nobleman of Crossout, 1 Dogoran, and 2 Lost Wind. How to win / strategies. Now before we go over the game plan fam, I just want us to review these 2 cards real quick. And let's start with the skill card, Consumed by Darkness. All we really need to know is all Crystal Beast monsters on the field and in the graveyard become dark. That's all we care about with this skill card. And then for Darklight, it reads, tribute 1 dark monster with 1500 or more attack, destroy all monsters that were special summoned this turn. Now as you can see, I think you're starting to figure out where I'm going to go with this strategy, but there are layers to this, so let me show you how to play. So the first thing that I want to establish is that when the opponent sees that we're playing this skill card, that will automatically make them think that we are playing a weaker deck, so to say, okay? Because let's keep it real. The Rainbow Dark Dragon and the Rainbow Dragon, they're not really the most optimal or best cards to play. So based on initial appearance, when the opponent sees this, they're probably gonna more than likely underestimate us because they think we're playing a weak deck. But little do they know that with Consumed by Darkness and all the Crystal Beasts becoming dark attributes, Darklight is going to nuke the opponent's field should they go ham on us because they think that, you know, they can easily defeat us, so they're gonna try to OTK us or whatever. But what I'm trying to portray here fam is that there is a level of deception and trickery with this deck. We're making the opponent think that we're going for an ultimate Crystal Beast, Rainbow Dragon, whatever, but really we're trying to establish supreme control with our dark Crystal Beasts. And for those of you that have played the game long enough, we all know that trickery and deception can be a huge factor because it will cause the opponent to misplay in your favor, and that's where you punish them severely. Now I know right now currently Cyber Angels is the best deck, but everything after that and with the new set coming, you know, I believe that this deck, you can probably consider playing it, especially when the format becomes new again. And so with all of that being established, we're more than likely going to be able to take game 1 just because we have that surprise factor. And now we're in game 2 that we can really mess with the opponent psychologically. So when we start siding for game 2 fam, the opponent's probably more than likely going to side some back row removal for our Consumed by Darkness, right? But wait, so with our side deck here, we can swap it out for Looking into the Future, and we can swap out the Dark Lights for whatever you're choosing is here. But here's another factor though. Now what you can do is you can keep the Consumed by Darkness, but make sure you swap out the Dark Lights for whatever's in your side deck. Because more than likely when the opponent realizes that Consumed by Darkness is a key part of our strategy, the opponent's gonna try to immediately get rid of our Consumed by Darkness. And you might be asking, so what's the purpose of all this deception and trickery, Speed Duel Bro, in game 2? Well fam, my answer to that is, I just want the opponent to be in a mind bend and I want them to waste their back row removal, thus keeping our back row safer. We'll have the opponent thinking that they've won most of the duel because they've removed a key part of our strategy, when in reality, the joke's on them. We've already swapped out the Dark Lights for something else in our side deck. So you kind of see where I'm going with this fam. Oh, and by the way, this face down card is just Conclave, and most of you probably already know by now the strategy with Dogoran and Conclave in the Crystal Beast deck. Pretty good. Card analysis. The skill card Consumed by Darkness. Pretty good field spell card, especially if we're trying to deceive the opponent with our Dark Crystal Beast. And then we play the 3 Crystal Beast Pegasus and the Topaz Tiger. As you all know, this is pretty much standard. Don't need to go into in-depth explanation. And then we play the 3 DD Warrior Lady as allowed per ban list. That's why you don't see Crystal Raigeki in here, fam. You could go with that, but you can't go wrong with DD Warrior Lady either. And then we play the 3 Darklight, the star of this deck profile video. I like it because we can potentially really destroy or nuke the opponent's side of the field because, you know, who knows what the next set's gonna bring. And eventually, as we all know, special summoning is gonna become the new main thing. So that's why I considered giving Darklight a try. And not only that, fam, as mentioned earlier in the video, when the opponent sees that we're playing Consumed by Darkness, they're gonna think we're playing the Rainbow Dark Dragon, but no, really we're playing a Dark Attribute control based deck. The opponent will be in for a rude awakening with Darklight. And then we play the 3 Crystal Conclave. As you all know, this is probably the Crystal Beast's strongest card. And then we play the 2 Wall of Disruption. This is just to help our monsters survive longer and also keep the opponent's monsters at bay. And then we play the 2 Dust Tornado just to help with back row removal. And then we play the 1 Zoma because that's what's allowed per the ban list. As you can see, fam, in my humble opinion, this deck is really solid on all fronts. But here's the side deck. Let's go over it real quick. We played Looking into the Future just in case if Consumed by Darkness, you know, it all depends on how you feel the opponent is, fam. You know, if you feel like Consumed by Darkness is not going to get the job done, well, Looking into the Future might just be the better option. And then this is all just general good stuff, you know, depending on the matchup. Now you could play 3 Lost Wind and swap it out for the 3 Darklight, but you know me, I always like balanced approaches. So you have Nobleman of Crossout, Offerings to the Doom, 2 Lost Wind, and the 1 Dogoran. So basically this side deck is built to help you handle any kind of matchup, hopefully. And really, you know, with this main deck and side deck combined, fam, you are really going to be messing with your opponent's head. So now it's time for the moment of truth, fam. Where does this deck rank on the power scale? In my humble opinion. You haven't heard that for a while, huh? Well, in my humble opinion, this deck is semi-competitive. Now, the reason why I say this deck is semi-competitive, fam, is because the main deck itself, it's pretty solid as shown here. And when you mix that in with a level of deception and trickery, and with a solid side deck, I honestly believe that any skilled duelist can win with this deck, can skillfully navigate their way and really win the duel and also mess with the opponent's mind. I'm telling you, fam, psychological warfare in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a real thing. That's how I won all of my duels back in the TCG days. So there you go, fam. That's the deck. I hope you enjoyed and, you know, really consider this deck. Give it a try, especially if you notice that when the new set comes out, special summoning becomes more relevant, you know. This deck is definitely considered worth playing. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I just want to say I'm glad to be back. I missed all of you, and look forward to more deck profile videos. Speed Duel Bros back. So feel free to hit the like button because it helps me out a lot, fam, and I appreciate all of you. And if you haven't already subscribed to me, your Speed Duel Bro, you're more than welcome to subscribe because 2 things. 1, I always play to win, and I'll teach you how to win. And no matter what the power level of the deck is, be it casual, semi-competitive, or competitive, we're gonna do our best to win this thing. And 2, if you love speed duels, I'm sure you'll love me too, your Speed Duel Bro. Okay, fam, that's it for now, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.